Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the beta plan. So, for people who are very observant, yes indeed, I skipped ahead a little bit and did not record because I thought it would not be so interesting to see just our manpower rise. I was waiting on that in order to declare war, for instance, on these two little regions because they are part of the de jure Empire of Rus, and actually we are not too far off of having enough ground. The main thing probably will be a subjugation war of Volhynia when we have the opportunity. However, as I was waiting for our manpower to rise, cleared up a little bit of the prison, sold off some prisoners and stuff, a revolt happened. And having said that, our manpower, at least from our vassals, has recovered quite well. Taking that into account, and the fact that we have a revolt, I thought it was time to record again and not make the gap too large. So, we need to move on. Let's do this. Time to call upon people. Oh, actually, we're not gonna do that. We are... And I by accident made a huge mistake, because I probably called upon my vassal troops here. No, that didn't happen. Oh, then I'm lucky. I want to declare war immediately on them. I'm going to declare war on you. And I cannot declare war on you? I need to border you. I see. Well, then I will declare war on you. I'm sorry, did not need it, but I'm going to do it now, just simply because you received it. And I know you're allied with him, so that's going to be interesting. Make sure that not everything is easy for us during this gameplay. That would be a little bit annoying. So let's call it all in. And let's get this party on the way. But... And I hit control here, so it should, if it's correct, not call up any man in which provinces are with hostile troops. And we also called some allies to war from far, far away that I don't expect actually to make a noticeable difference. I'm noticing I don't get a lot of troops from our tribal guys. Ah, there are some more significant people coming in. Oh dear, I have more allies than I thought. I don't know why I called in so many. That would have been a hell better for if Kimak, for instance, if I wanted to fight him. Oh well, such things happen. My wife? Hold on. What is my wife doing? When your wife is plotting, it is never good. She wants to kill my heir. Because she wants her son on the throne. Oh, by the way, I did not mention, yes, I got a son with another concubine as well. I have now 4 sons. But my wife, he is my son, and we are going to... Imprison her? Oops. I meant to say stop plot. Well, I'm going to release you. Your plot has been stopped. Therefore, we now fired you from the council in a legitimate manner. Therefore, we can have a new spy master that isn't you, so that I will keep your scores. That is also pretty good. I think it's time that we send our spy master actually to spy a little bit and get some technology. Oh yeah. Serbia, border gore. So it's not too bad. And we are going to war. Sorry, that was a little bit of a long pause. Yeah man, group up. My concubine Serhe has carefully approached me about her Sumonesco beliefs, trying to convert me to the way of her worship. By Triglav, she is right. That will be an interesting change, but that's not very smart. Besides, I have high learning, so I will go her in theological debate. Steward High Chief Vedot wants to hire ruffians to bully the peasants who are not paying their taxes. Any way is good as long as money is entering the treasure. Prevent him from doing any harm, even if I will get less tax. Let's see here. I don't mind either way, but it's just, so I'm going to withhold him from doing that. My dear liege, your penetrating gaze can part even the thickest theological fog. I am utterly convinced by your learned arguments. Rest assured that I will never stray again. Your grateful concubine. Oh wow, our concubine just turns Slavic. I am her abductor, but she's starting to warm up to me. Yeah, and she's not the only concubine that's warming up to me. Actually, all my concubines are decently well with me. At the level of my wife. That is quite interesting. Quite nice. There have been cases in history where concubines or the wives of harem have caused great deal of problems for the ruler. Also, great deals of good things for the state. For instance, oh, a little boy was killed. I never like that when that happens. Even as he has tons of children. But yeah, for the Ottomans, for instance, have several wives who sometimes even were part of a harem only, and then they were made a wife even if they didn't like that because they didn't want to put one woman above another woman. And they helped the state of the Ottoman Turks greatly with their either diplomatic skill or skill in treasury. There was for instance, a wife whose son was to be the heir, but his father died while he was away, and there were people that wanted to claim his throne. But she, well, he died, that sultan. I can't remember if it was Suleiman or a different name. Anyways, he died in between his harem, and these harem nobody could enter, of course, because it were the wives of the sultan, and they kept his death a secret. She sent for her son to come to the capital, and 12 days later his death was announced, and so the throne was secured. And whenever her son went to war, she was left in the capital to, well, make sure that everything would go right. More or less, she was the power behind the throne. Would not be the first woman that is the power behind a man. No siree, Bob. Well, we've won this little rebellion. Time to go up north. Hello? Go up north. Thank you. The kitchen is truly a wonderful place, filled with delicious things and smells. But it worries me. Svetopluk spends all his time here, when he should be practicing sword fighting and learning how to rule. Force Svetopluk to learn how to fight, and this is not my concern. It is either if he becomes gluttonous or perhaps scared if we fight too much, or brave. I'm going to teach him how to fight, and he became brave. Fortunately, that's still not my son. I would like this to happen with my son, not with just a random war that I have. Oh, by the way, you went into rebellion. You're executed. For anyone who's wondering how I'm dealing with my prisoners, I tend to give them all away that is being paid for. And depending on what they did to me, I either execute them or I... Let me see here. Is this fight going to be won? Yes, but barely. Actually, my allies are so much there, I'm going to stand down my troops. I'm letting my allies do this. Though we have a lot of people against us, but we just need to siege down these two areas, people. That's enough. Just siege down the area. That was, by the way, an event for your spy master. They said he learned a lot while he was abroad, and you gained some technological points. Oh no, man, you were sieging. You were really far, and now you're gone. Oh, come on. Why? Artificial intelligence. More like AD, artificial dumbness. Oh well. So be it. Just siege down this province. Siege down that province. We have won. All you need to do. Just stand there. Alright. Do this for me, allies. Sviatosla asks, if a tree falls in the woods, there's nobody to hear it. Does it make a noise? Good question. You should ponder it on your own. Chance for her to gain learning, or a chance for her to gain shy. Not sure why, but you should concentrate on something useful instead. She could become 70% chance for diligent, 20% for arbitrary, and 10% chance for losing one learning. Let's see if she can become diligent. No, she became arbitrary. Ah, a girl after my own heart, I think. Or I think that that might have been my father. Yeah, that was my father. I'm diligent. She did not listen well to my teachings. And there's a small fight, so all of them abandon the siege. This is the AI that Paradox created. Instead of making sure that you actually win the war by sieging down the war target, you abandon the siege in order to fight in a fight that is already over. Oh, we got another daughter. Again, she asks a question. Sviatosla asks, why did you let off that peasant accused from poaching? Because he needed a deer more than me. A good deed in a day keeps a man happy. This both could lead to kind, but the first one could lead to just. The second one to arbitrary. I'm going to pick the first one. Because I am just. So, kind of the logical thing for her to say. And of course, once again, I'm making it a little bit more exciting by also role-playing a little bit the traits that I have, so that it doesn't become one boring pile of shit. A little bit simply, the beta plan. Wow, he's 2 years old. That is very unfortunate. And he already died. I'm not sure what to do with my Chancellor. Which vassal is not so happy with me? Let's take a look-see. A lot of people are quite happy with me. Minsk is not too convinced that I am a good ruler. Let's see if we can placate him. And somebody of Ashley here is attacked. I gave him by accident 2 lands, which form 1 duchy, so it's not too big of an issue, but yeah, that wasn't the best idea in the world. We have won this war. That's 1 land conquered. Moreover, I finally get an event for picking my family focus. I have been spending more time with my wife, Matea, lately. And though of course we did not marry for love, I can tell it's growing between us. Ah, maritable bliss. We gain for a lot of time, we gain 25 points. In relationships, she likes me a lot more now. She should, at least. Hello? Again? I no get points? Or is it I that finds her? Yeah, I think she is better. I read that wrong. Because of course she tried to attempt to murder my son, which I'm not too keen of. By the way, we also won the other war, so let's end that war as well. Thank you very much. We're going to give away these 2 lands. They're quite useless for me to hold. So you get that, and you get that. Thank you very much. Thank you, allies. You've won me the war. I hope that my manpower in the meantime, yeah, it's starting to replenish. That is good. Because we are quite a big kingdom and we only have about 6,500 troops. It's not that much. Whereas, for instance, I think he, wow, he has 12,000. He would destroy me. My ally is calling me into a war. I should help, definitely. A war he is losing. What is this about? Oh, to lower tribal organization. I don't give a hoot. You will keep your lands. You will stay a strong ally. You're not losing anything. This is an insignificant problem. Oh, la 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 la! An interesting war has been declared. There is a revolt over here. And because he is tanky, while his liege is not, we can actually gain some land here. Both of them are in Ruthenia, and unfortunately my vassal here has attacked for both. I am going to declare them for Vitebesk. Simply out of a chance to gain a little bit more land. As my vassal tries to claim both lands, but I do not want him to gain both lands. If he gains one, it's fine, but... And I cannot subjugation war because I already did that during my lifetime. I lose Zealous. I am not happy about that. I'm losing Zealous. My favorite subject does not interest me anymore, and I can't speak about it with the same zeal as before. I was boring before, and I lose Zealous. Well, okay. Well, we're still of good traits, don't get me wrong, but rather would have lost Honest, for instance. Because Honest gives a huge penalty to intrigue, or a huge -2 to intrigue and +3 to diplomacy. So losing that is not as much of a big deal as I thought was my vassal army. It isn't. Okay, I've been a dum-dum. Only 600, but for some reason the other army is also fighting against me. This is annoying. Let me put it that way. Call up all my men. I know there were some people in my land, but I have enough men there to kick their asses. And now my vassal is standing on his land. That is not good. Because now he will siege it down and he will win his war before I can win my war. Oh well, we tried. Well, I've time to educate my son. Thank you. By me. Though I should try and remember to give him to a different tutor, because there is only a small chance that he will gain a higher education and fortune builder, and we might regain Midas touched, but yeah, I can't really rely on that. Well, we're sieging down. I hope my vassal will just take a hike. Oh. The war is... he surrendered. Nobody gained anything. That is unfortunate. But we're almost... Our truce is up with the Magyar, so I think we should try and regain a little bit of steam towards the Black Sea and complete our Black Sea aspiration in order to gain Crimea, which, well, some people know used to be of Russia and then it was given away and now they've reclaimed it. And well, I'm not going to make any political statements about that because I don't live there. I don't have enough information to properly know it. I know it was once theirs in history. I know it was given away to Kiev as a little to the Ukraine as a little gift, and then things got nasty. And do we now just have... We have a double revolt with a lot of men. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a good point to quit. We're going to have to deal with a decently sized revolt, as well with a winter that is vastly approaching, is already here, I assume. Yes, it's a severe winter. So it's going to be interesting to get all our troops up in the right location. Probably can manage because it's our own lands, but it's again a revolt in Moscow. Oh, that's because there's peasant unrest. Well, you are just a bad vassal then. Well, so much for that. Yeah. He just got to deal with it. So, I hope you will see me dealing at least with these two revolts. If people also think that that is something that's not interesting, because these revolts they're not going to make it. I'm going to defeat them. Let me know in the comments, and then from then on I will skip it. Because I'm certainly not going to wage war, though, with a revolt significantly enough to be like half my own man count. So, let me know if you like to see that, or if you don't like to see that. Regardless, I thank you for watching, and this was the Beta Plan.